welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
That last run got 4. So here comes 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Johnson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. We'll give you a look at the key inactives for tonight's ball game. Interesting to see how much of an impact their absence will have on this one. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this ball incomplete on 1st down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from those special teams, they showed last week and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
3rd and 6.
3-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
We're about ready now for the punt. Fair catch calls and taken right at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. We'll swing this out to Johnson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard
2nd down, zone read, and he keeps it. And some good running there. That's a 1st down up to the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Tight end going in motion here. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, Chicago.
First down, Chicago.
Not even a little bit. Oh, Lord. Know yourself. Know your worth. My actions been louder than my words.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Now he'll air one out. And he can hang on. It is incomplete. A chance there, a big chance for a huge play, but he couldn't reel it in. On comes the punter now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Dragons offense ready for their second possession. And a disappointing quick 3 and out on that opening drive. So they'll try it again here in a scoreless game with first and 10. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 9. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Third and 5.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got the first down and more than that. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. Set to go now on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A run with Dobbins. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the visitors are going to get the football at their own 23.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, like the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
He'll look to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and
On the ground, it's Johnson. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. He picks up the first down. You saw the guard take a pass set, Mike. He's hoping that defensive tackle just races up the field, trying to sack the quarterback, and then you just hand the ball off to your back on the draw. In this case, the defensive tackle does a great job going from pass to run. He's able to take the back down for a loss.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
Leads to third down and 1.
They'll go with the sneak, and he'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. The tight end motioning left here. They'll run. Johnson. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
Taken down behind the line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Another run here with Johnson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. It's third and 4. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up. You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
It's a gain of 10.
Here's a designed run. He'll step up and run, and that one's going to be shut down quickly. A minimal gain.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They bring a tight end in motion left. Again, and here's Johnson. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
7-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. This one's just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
No issues there. This one is good. And the visitors will take a 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Dragons offense ready to get back at it. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
2nd and 1.
He'll give it to Dobbins.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd.
And he's going to go backwards again. The defense coming up big, forcing 4th down.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
And we will not have a return on this one. Ball's going to hit and continue out of bounds. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a 1st down at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Chicago.
On the zone read, here's Johnson. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a keeper on his own read. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Here's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
It's a loss of 2.
Here's a 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll put a receiver in motion right. They'll try to run for it with Johnson. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
He'll drop the throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Yeah, so I think, Mike, this is one of those decisions where the conditions and the elements definitely come into play. I think in a normal day of clear weather, this coach makes a different decision in this situation. But here, I can totally understand why he decided to be aggressive and go for it on 4th down.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Number 81. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
The 46-yard line.
Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. 2nd down. They need 3.
Number 87. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 47.
They'll look to throw again. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
That's good for a
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And not much there. Quick defense. Held to no gain. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Back to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds down around the 40.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
This one is good. He knocks it through. So, halftime, straight ahead. And we'll send it to Scott Anson, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Lots to get to from a jam-packed Sunday of football. Let's get right into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin with a good battle in the AFC East. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. This would turn out to be one of the biggest plays of the game. The Snowhawks continue to have enough. They make it 5 straight wins to start the new year. Up next, another intriguing matchup. And it's the home team's quarterback. He is at his best when the lights are brightest. 4 touchdown passes for him on the night. The Golden Eagles win their second.
Still in search of our first touchdown of the game. We are tied at 3 as we begin quarter number 3. This returnable from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dragons offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. Low-scoring game, all tied. 3rd quarter. That touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
40-yard line.
From the gun, here's a handoff. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
It's Dobbins. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's offense.
And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up second and 3.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he's going to pick it up. So take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Antonio, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
No turn in hand, this one off. I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain. We'll give you a look at the key inactives for tonight's ball game. Interesting to see how much of an impact their absence will have on this one. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 4.
Complete. A gain there of 11. And that will be a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
They'll throw out of the gun. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. It is third and long.
Brings up third down and 15.
That's complete on the tight end screen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. That his second TD catch of the season.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We've got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. The extra point is good. And the Dragons take a 10-3 lead.
Visitors 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Wow! And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start first and 10. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line.
A gain of 34 yards. First down, Chicago.
They'll run out of the gun with Johnson. Space to run inside the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Johnson. And this time they are ready for him. thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Chicago. That is first touchdown this year.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there 3rd and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read. Touchdown.
The extra point is good. And the visitors will tie things up. It's now 10-10. All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The Dragons offense getting set to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Number 3. It's a pickup of 3.
Second down, zone read, and he keeps it.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I've seen up close and personal. When you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
16-yard pickup on that one. That's enough for a first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 7. A run with Dobbins. We'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
He's going to air this one out. That's caught! And he will go all the way. Touchdown, San Antonio. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Dragons go up by 7. It is now 17-10. Now a timeout for injury. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Visitors offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go. And he's turned a number of those into big plays. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4. Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 5. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Brings up third and 3.
And he'll give it up on the pitch. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain. Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. Whoa! And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Dobbins going to get it now as we start the 4th. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. From the 42-yard line. Here's second and 5. Here's Dobbins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
At the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and
They'll stick with him again. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
behind the line of scrimmage.
What can they do here on third down and 7? He's got it. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. From the 33, here's second down and 7. Now a handoff, running right. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
He'll give it to Dobbins. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Now this time they'll look nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have got a lot more difficult.
He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Both teams ready to go once more. as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now this looks like a design run. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. A give, and here's Johnson. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down. Now they'll run option left to the short side of the field. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Dak's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
Back at the 20-yard line.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Throwing right. It's taken in. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
Now they'll set up to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance and it paid off. 1st and goal coming up.
The 4-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That is caught side of the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. They've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Dragons offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
Taken down and sacked.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
7. Brings up 2nd and 17. At the
He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. That's a 2nd charge timeout to Chicago. Talk things over before 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt. Doing there, they made sure he would not get free. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
They'll come up for 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll try to run for it.
The quarterback on the scramble.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down. And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a 4th down stop to all but end this game.
The Dragons offense ready to take over once again. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense. His drive will start on the ground. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Now here's a keeper on this own read.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Set to kick this one away. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just 1 more play.
2nd and 10.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So the fans going to head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way